Hello, everyone. Oh, I didn't turn off my hitbox, apparently. I kept my hitbox displayed, everybody! Immediate scuff. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Can't believe I let you all see my weakness. Now you know exactly where your attacks will land. Hi, everyone. I hope you all had a good week. I destroyed through the perfect attack and seal his blind. No! Also, thank you for the nices earlier.
When you play with fire.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa. Thank you for the 12 months. Wow, it really has been 12 months, huh? Yikes. I do have a little small something planned for a little anniversary thing. But that's not for another couple of weeks. I guess doesn't need to be re-up for a couple of weeks? Yeah. I was surprised it let you, honestly, but wow, it really has been a year. I can't believe I've been doing this for a year already. It does not feel like it. It's so cool. Really doesn't feel like it's been a year. I was gonna say something, and I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's good to be back. I needed a bit of a break, but it's good to be back doing streaming things. A year of you exploding in my chat? Exactly. Exactly. A whole year of explosions. Love to see it. I hope you can't hear my fans too loudly. I have fans on. I hope they're not super, like, audible. It's warm. It's not as warm as it has been. It got very, very warm. That isn't you? Go to jail. Make you? Make you?
When you play with fire.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted! You absolute dog. And a hype train. We're at level 2 hype train already. Holy heck. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Every person that got a sub has to appear? I know some of these names. I know at least one of them has appeared already. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. That's a level 2 hype train. Holy heck. Means you get fancy rewards for 100 bits or a gift sub. I don't get those very often, and it's always so surprising whenever someone does that. Yeah, I'm thrown off already. Thank you. My brain is like a blue screening right now. Oh my god. Okay. We're doing some art today. I'm gonna be trying to finish off that piece I was doing last week. I know I haven't really done much streaming this week. I took most of the week off. I kind of needed it, honestly. I had a bit of a little bit of a health downturn over last weekend. So I needed a bit of a break. But I am feeling a lot better. I'm not at 100% still, but I'm hoping I can get kind of back onto the streaming train, because I have been missing it.
Let's play in the forest.
Art stuff of bits for time, why not? I am a squid.
You are a squid and you threw stuff at me. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that a lot. Ow. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to finish off the odd piece I drew last week today. I don't know if that's gonna take the whole stream, so I don't know what I'll do next after that, but I'll work something out. I have been following a lot of my friends doing Art Fight, which looks a lot of fun, but I haven't signed up for it. I don't really know what the sign-up process involves. So maybe I'll just draw some random doodles. We'll see. No clue? Yeah, I haven't really looked into it. I fight arts and wins, but doodle I must? Okay. Yeah, so Art Fight is this whole thing where people sign up for it, and you basically get sorted into 2 teams. Draw birds? I could draw birds. That's an option. Birds are good. But yeah, you basically like sign up for it and you get put into 2 teams. And the idea is that you fight the other team by drawing their characters. And you just like, and you get like extra points for drawing someone who drew you and things like that. And it seemed like a lot of fun. I didn't sign up for it. It mainly goes on, like, it goes on for like the whole of July. I didn't sign up for it for a couple of reasons. One of which is that I was going through a health breakdown and I just kind of didn't want to commit to something like that. And also, I'm not super confident in my drawing ability right now. I'm not hugely, like, confident. So, and I don't want to put any pressure on myself. I just want to draw for fun. I just want to draw what I want to draw. I didn't want to give myself the pressure of trying to have that as a thing. But maybe I will sign up, because I've seen some people doing stuff and it looks fun. Hello, welcome in! We have a hype train going on right now. It's about to finish. Pressure bird. Pressure bird. And there goes the hype train. Thank you so much for that. It's a level 2 hype train. I appreciate you all. Y'all are amazing. We're gonna be getting in some art in a little bit. I'm just having some bit of a yap session beforehand. Yeah, I've just been taking some time for myself this week. Sustained pressure bird becomes diamond bird? True. That is true. You have an emote that looks like you're trying to finger your controller. Please don't finger your controller. That's not a good thing. I got a trans rights T emote, I think. Hold on, let me find that. It won't let me. Okay. I guess I can't post the emote I just got. Oh well. Oh, the button mash. Button mashing. How many A presses would that be? At least half an A press, right? Wait, you didn't get anything? You should have gotten something. You started the hype train. What? Button mash. Oh, you got button mash. That's definitely more than half an A press. What is that emote? Frog ponder? Button mashing A specifically, so it's just ah. Yeah. I don't know if my microphone even picked that up. My noise reduction that I use to get rid of my fans loves to filter out my voice as well. Just drinking some tea. I got cut out right at the start. Yeah, that's what I thought. My noise reduction really hates it when I like yell or anything. It also cuts out my laughing quite a lot. it's kind of homophobic, to be honest. Just like me. Sad? Yeah. I need to find some better noise reduction than OBS's built-in one. Well, thank you. I don't really know how to go about it, though, getting some, like, better noise reduction. I need to look into it, really. Okay. So I hope everyone has had a good week so far. This is now Thursday. So we're most of the way through the week. You're waiting patiently for pizza? Hells, yeah. I wish I had pizza. I like pizza. Pizza's tasty. Give me a pizza. Should I have a pizza, please? You beat Fantasy Life yesterday? Solid endgame? Awesome! I've heard good stuff about the new Fantasy Life. I considered trying it, but I'd have to buy Fantasy Life for that. It's a really good game. I'm my favorite. Awesome. I've just kind of been trying to, like, relax a little. I'm not very good at relaxing. I don't do it very well. So I ended up picking up FTL, which ended up being the opposite of relaxing. Story's a mixed bag, but it's an improvement of the 3DS one. You've also been doing stuff. You know some, and the rest is like helping friends figure out complicated politics for D&D, also being a twink robot fighting zombies. Yes, it took me a second to work out what twink robot fighting zombies was meaning, but yes, you have been playing Liza P, I understand. And yes, the complicated politics for D&D is really funny, but I appreciate that it's being done. So for those who don't know, let me give a bit of context for that, because this is the campaign that I've been playing in privately. So, in our private campaign, one of the things that was put into the world brief quite early on is that there was a fascist kind of empire going on. And one of our players was like an ex-propagandist from the fascist empire who had run away for various assorted reasons. Pretty recently in our campaign, we ended up actually overthrowing the fascist government. And so, and their character stayed behind to, like, try and sort out a replacement government. So there's been, like, a ton of behind-the-scenes, like, a political nonsense happening, including actually, like, assigning various, like, government seats to various characters and working out, like, electoral districts and the voting distribution of each of the political parties and their seats in each district. It's been ridiculous, but it's been kind of funny to watch. My favorite one is that I have we each had like side characters who we've only played like once or twice. And I have a little side character there who is an elf ranger. You do love the French, it's also very silly and complicated, yes. So I have an elf ranger character who's like, she was an assassin for the fascist empire, but really she was just kind of wanting to protect her family. And she's kind of grumpy and like not very personable. She got in as the Minister for Records with a unanimous vote. He's furious about this. I love this campaign so much. I love talking about the D&D campaign that I'm playing. I love these characters in this world, and this whole campaign has been an absolute joy. It's been a long one. We had our 100th session not too long ago, which is wild. Like, a lot of actual plays don't get to 100 sessions. 100 sessions is a huge, like, hugely long campaign. And I mean, we started at, what, level 3? And we're now level 10, I think? So I've been going through quite a while. It's a 5e campaign. Kind of grumpy. Her first action in joining the resistance was threatening to murder the reform fascist leading it. Then she tried to keep fighting with a broken arm. Those are both true facts, yes. Look, she made it on no uncertain terms that she was joining the resistance because it was her best shot at protecting her family. And she told the leader of said resistance that if they failed in that, she would stab them. And she was right. She would have done. And yes, she did try and keep fighting with a broken arm. And then passed out from the pain once the fighting was over. I love her. She sucks in the best way. Yeah, I've just been spending like a lot of this week playing little games, watching anime, and just trying to like relax a little because I've been very high strung lately and it's not been good for me. I'm not good at relaxing, so I needed a better time to kind of get my head around it. Played a lot of Rabbit and Steel. I played some FTL. I watched basically all of Witch Watch, which is apparently really good now. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I've just been kind of chilling. And it's been good for me. I needed it. I needed the break. Now I am so ready to get back to streaming and doing all this stuff. I'm really looking forward to coming back to it, honestly. It's a difficult one, honestly, though, because, like, I'm sure people are aware. You didn't mention how Humanity has declined episodes 3 and 4 went, did you? No, you didn't. Humanity Has Declined is a very strange show. I love it. The opening's done by one of my favorite bands. And it has fairies in it, which is always good. But it's such a weird show. It's so strange. I love it, but it just is bizarre. I think there's like... I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember one episode where there's like sentient bread. I don't remember which episode that was. I think it's pretty early in the series. But yeah, I don't know if folks have been following me on like Blue Sky and stuff. That was episode 1 or 2? Yeah, I thought it was pretty early on. But yeah, like, if folks have been following me on like Blue Sky and stuff, it should be pretty obvious. Like, I suffer from like serious anxiety and stuff like that. And it makes it quite hard to stream sometimes. Because sometimes I just get random, like, anxiety and panic attacks. Even if I have no real reason to, and it just kind of happens. Yeah. And it can make it hard to stream. I try to anyway, even when I'm a little anxious, or as long as I'm not like having a full-on panic attack, I can try and stream anyway. But a lot of the time I do just have to cancel because I just can't get myself together to do it. I mean, that's not the only reason I cancel. I cancel for a lot of reasons. I have a lot of health issues. But, yeah. Episode 3 lost your mom because the fairies weren't in it, but she's hooked again by the end of episode 4? Hells yeah. At least I haven't given up completely like 12 times like someone I know. I mean, debatable. I've given up like 12 times on various different things. This is also like my third, fourth attempt at like starting streaming. Yay, pets! Thank you for the pets. I have tried to like do streaming more frequently before. Like before becoming a VTuber. It never really went very well because I just got, hey, melon! Thank you for the melon. I just kind of got disheartened very easily. It was very easy to get kind of very disheartened about it. So I just kind of didn't do it and kind of stopped quite quickly. Like, I remember one of the first times I tried playing like Ori and the Blind Forest. And I remember getting into the middle of a stream and just watching my viewership drop to 0 and sitting there and just being like I can't do this. But I've had so many people supporting me this time, and it's been so lovely, and I'm happy to be able to entertain you all and be a chill little space for you all to sit. But it's hard. It's hard to do like stream when you have like no one watching. Like, it kind of feels pointless, right? Because if you're not entertaining anyone, if you're not there, like I'm mainly here to give like a chill space for folks and give you all a little entertainment and just be a nice little space to hang out. If there's no one there hanging out, it kind of feels pointless, if you see what I mean. Thus the giving up by that definitely unknown person. Yeah, it's a lot of people do give up streaming for similar reasons. It's very common because it is a really hard thing to do, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes to like have that audience and get people to like know that your channel exists, right? There's a lot that goes on. Like, it's not just pressing the go live button, right? And a lot of that, and then there's also like building up skills and things, right? Because like, actually like sitting in front of a camera is easy enough. But like actually being able to talk with chat and like have a little rapport, do a little back and forth, actually like, there's an element of performing, right? And like VTubing is like puppeteering as well. It's not just like sitting there and just like talking into a camera. There's some puppeteering involved. Like there's a whole lot of, you've got this whole lot of stuff that you gotta think about. And practice, and it takes practice. And I'm not saying I'm amazing at it. I definitely could do it a lot better. I'm getting better at it, but it's something I'm still learning. But it's also something that's very easy to give up on because you kind of just want it to happen, and you're never really, especially when you're starting out, it's very hard to know like what you're doing wrong, right? Or if you're doing anything wrong, because often you're just not, and it just takes time. And it's very disheartening, so it's very easy to give up. But honestly, for me, just having a couple of friends sitting around and just chatting in my streams really gave me the confidence I need to keep things going. And now I've made so many more friends. And I get to hang out with all of you, and that's so cool. I'm very happy. Alright, I'm gonna get to doing some drawing and scribbling, and then we can yap a little more. Because I got scribbles to do. So, let me pop us over to CSP. There we go. So this is what we were doing last time. Yeah. Accidentally minimize CSP. There we go. So this is what we were doing last time, right? When I was drawing one of my D&D characters. And I got a lot of stuff done. I got a lot of shading done and things like that. And the outline stuff. But I didn't get the highlighting done. And I want to do highlights next. So we're gonna start doing some highlights. And then I might kind of work into some shadows a little more. I'm still not happy with the eyes. I'm not really sure what about the eyes I'm unhappy with, but I'm not happy with them. I think they just kind of look like they're popping out of the head a little bit, and they shouldn't really look like that, and I don't really know how to fix it. Because I'm not great at drawing. So, we're gonna start with some like, basic like little highlights on like the hair, probably. Let's start with the hair. Where's the hair? Add a new layer. I'll name this. Eats Lily's eyes? Please don't. She needs those. Yeah, this is Lily. She's one of my 3 characters in my campaign. She's my secondary character. Not doing black. Okay, so I probably think like what I want from here. I think like just kind of like a. I need to trim this to the layer below. Hold on. There we go. Okay, hang on. Okay. Right, these hair shadows are not. Maybe the head shape, eyes are a little recessed in the skull, even a tiny bit of ocular cavity will help that feeling of popping out. Yeah, I think that might be it. I might give that a go. I'm gonna just work on the highlights for now, and then we'll look at setting that up in a second. So I want to do, I think I want something like this sort of shape. I'm gonna fiddle with this in a little bit, but I think this is kind of the shape I want. Pizza about to show up? Hells yeah. I love pizza. So I'm gonna do kind of that, and then I want to like a bit more around these darker areas. I think that adds a little bit. I'll get some more detail on that in a second. I want to do something similar to this top layer here. I want to kind of make it so it's like highlighting the like strands of hair here. I'll get the angle right eventually. I'll get it right eventually. Close. There we go. What I was looking for. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now I need to add some little details into that. Now I also kind of like hair is something I really struggle with, and I'm trying to kind of like do a little better at it, but I'm not really sure how to best go about it. Kind of like doing this kind of like to highlight the kind of straightness of the hair, while also giving like space for also like show that it's not just like flat, right? I'm trying to like unhighlight around where I've already drawn these like strands, because it doesn't make sense to have those highlighted in the way they are right now. I think it will help a bit. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it looks when I zoom out like that. Like, that's not bad, but it doesn't feel quite right. I think I need to kind of like pull some of this in slightly. Maybe with a softer brush. We'll see. Faye draws! Yeah, Faye does draw. Welcome in. I'm trying to draw. I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying. I'm trying to learn and improve. That's my goal. My goal is to just get a little better at drawing. Because like I've always been like okay at drawing since I was little. But I've never been like good at it, right? It's been one of those things that I've been like okay, but I've never been like really, really good, and I want to be really, really good. I want to be better than I am, and that's really the main thing. I want to improve. So I'm gonna try. Not working is... not quite as well as I hoped, but it's not bad. I need to just bump up the size a little bit so I can get this kind of soft edge. Turn that down a little. I have to add some more back in once I'm done too. I've never been very good at drawing hair. I don't really know how to. I'm just kind of experimenting randomly and hoping I come across something I like, effectively. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this, so I might kind of build this back up by just going like that, giving myself a border. I need to like rebuild this. I guess what I might do is actually get an eraser, big soft eraser. Just gonna do that maybe? Maybe that would work. I'm really not liking this. I don't really... No, I'm not liking this at all. I don't really know how to draw this. I don't really know how to do hair highlights. I've never been good at it, and I don't understand really, like, how to shape it. It's just been something I've never been good at, and I don't really get. Right? Because I kind of want, like, this kind of shape, but I don't really know how to make that look good. I'm trying to think how I could do this in a way that makes sense to me, I guess. I got like a fade out there. Like this still doesn't look good, but I think I can maybe. I can maybe just repeat this and get like this on the big strands. So that was okay, having this like cut off here. Okay. And then if we also do like... like this, I guess? Like a little... something like that, just to break up the shape a little bit, maybe? Maybe that'll work? I don't know. Let's take a look. That kind of works. I think I'm gonna go through with this, go over everything, and then I go on to another, go like do another layer of it, I guess. I think it's not quite what I'm looking for, but it's kind of in the right direction, I think. This is why I left this left this off last week, because I knew this was going to be a long one, like a difficult one to do. And I knew it was going to take me a lot of experimentation and time. And I'd already been going for several hours, so I didn't want to like rush it, right? Give myself the time I needed.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Thank you for the follow, Goatfather of Nukes. I appreciate that a lot. You're now an accomplice to my crimes. Congratulations. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome in. You have pizza and iced coffee now? Hells yeah. Wish I had pizza and iced coffee, honestly. I think I've ever actually had iced coffee. I don't tend to drink a lot of coffee. Not really a coffee drinker. I tend to drink tea more. It's not like I have anything against coffee, I just don't drink it very much. But yeah, welcome in. Nice to see you. We're just doing some spicy ramen. I love spicy ramen. Hells yeah. What's got tasty snacks? I want tasty snacks. I made myself some egg fried rice earlier. I love egg fried rice. It's delicious. You drink enough coffee for roughly 4 people? Give, share. My caffeine needs, at the moment, come through tea and Monster. Mostly. Yeah, okay. I think this is going in the right direction. I think I need to do like a much smaller brush and just kind of go over it like this, just to again break up the shape a little more. Maybe not quite 1 pixel small. Like 2. Yeah, so just kind of give it that texture on the highlights like that. Maybe that'll feel a little better. Not sure. Let's give it a go and find out, I guess. That does feel a little better. Need to do it a little more. And then we'll go over and add like another set of highlights in. See how that feels. So at the moment it just feels a little blobby. Steak, chimkin, jalapeno, and feta cheese pizza. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat some spaghetti bolognese later. I'm looking forward to it because I love me some good spaghetti bolognese. I love me some spaghetti. Eventually, I will settle on like an art style I actually like, but at the moment, I'm just kind of experimenting with a bunch of different things. So it's a deep dish, so thick crust. Hell yeah! Usually get stuffed crust pizza. I like stuffed crust pizza. This is kind of working. Not quite how I imagined, but it's better than nothing. It needs like another layer, right? It needs like another layer. Take time to develop my style, I'll come? Yeah, that's my thought. I'm just kind of messing about right now, and we'll kind of see where things go from here. I just don't really know how to apply a lot of stuff, so I'm just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Stuffed crust pizza is one of humanity's developments that wasn't a mistake. You are correct. You're very correct. There's several things that humanity has invented that weren't mistakes. Oops. Just accidentally deleted the entire layer. The stuffed crust pizza is definitely one of them. Yuri manga is another one. So I love me some girls. Rem? Yeah, Rem. Rem counts. Humans made Rem? Yes. Correct. You are correct. We need to, like, do exactly the same as I've just been doing, but like backwards to like add a bit more onto things like this. So now it's just like a little too sparse, right? Need to like add some highlight back in, and maybe that will feel a bit better. Yeah, I think that's improving slightly. Maybe. Let's see. Here's something I really struggle to draw. I just haven't ever got the knack of it. I try and draw hair in like simple styles to give it like a kind of stylized feel. It never comes out right. Because I want to draw it in kind of a stylized way, but I just can never kind of work out how. And I can't draw it realistically either. Stuffed crust pizza is a true treasure. You are correct. 100% correct. Stuffed crust pizza, one of the several wonders of humanity. Domino's recently added stuffed crust? I haven't eaten Domino's for a long time. They always had stuffed crust here though. I just kind of don't eat Domino's anymore. I usually eat pizza from a local pizza place these days. So I am someone who very easily... I never really have... I don't usually have big problems like boycotting places. And I used to eat pizza from Domino's, and then they did some shady stuff, so I decided to start eating at Pizza Hut instead. And then Pizza Hut got put on the BDS boycott list, so I just started looking around for new pizza places, and I found a little local one, and now I order pizza from there instead, and it's pretty good, honestly. Highly recommend trying out your local pizza places. I guarantee you'll have one or two, and I highly recommend giving them a try. You don't have a local pizza place? I'm so sorry. You've looked? That's so unfortunate. I'm so sorry. Here, I think that's actually what I want to do. I want to like do this to like build up a solid block of white in the middle, and I think that'll look better. Rather than having these lines about it, I want to build into a solid block, and I think that will look a little stronger. Yeah. You love pizzas? It's double pain? I'm so sorry. I love pizza too. Pizza's really good. One of humanity's greatest inventions. Putting like pasta sauce on dough. Effectively. Am I wrong? Yeah, pasta is dough, exactly, but like, not in the same way. They were just like, what if we made pasta really flat? With respect to stuff earlier about hair, I don't want to watch that on stream, so maybe I will, if you send me that on like Discord DMs or something, I will pick that up later. Flat pasta is lasagna? You're so right. You're so right. And that's why pizza is just flat lasagna. Prove me wrong. You know what? That tracks. I know, right? Alright, what I think I want to do is actually pull the intensity of this like way down and add another layer with like more flat highlights. And then we'll see where we are. Like, we'll recreate the flat highlights I did a little bit ago. And we'll see where that leaves us. So we can kind of merge these together to create the shape. You love the pencil tool? I love the pencil tool. It's so nice. It gives these lovely lines. Like, I've used it for a lot of the line art in this piece, and I really like it. 70-30 divide for hair tends to look good, and you can do it recursively, or it feels like 1D30. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what you mean by a 70-30 divide. In terms of width percentage, I still don't know what you mean. You're artist, not math major? Weirdly, I'm kind of the opposite. I've always been good with numbers. I've studied like programming, mathematics, that kind of thing. I was a computer science student. So I was literally like the opposite of that. But I've always liked art, and I've always respected artists, so I kind of wanted to learn to draw more. You send a screen cap in Discord? I will give it a look then. I actually kind of prefer this, like the simpler shapes, than all the scribbles. I just like make these like wedge shapes rather than lines. I think that will like that. That kind of shape. Maybe a little bit less intense. What was that noise? It was like something falling on the floor. There's a pigeon landing on my roof. They've been really loud lately. This is the idea of just getting these like wedge shapes and stuff. That's a little better. Okay, let me see if I can see what this is talking about. Oh, I see what they mean. That's not really the thing I'm kind of looking for when it comes to hair. I kind of get how to like draw the shapes to some degree. It's not so much the like shapes, it's more the shading I really struggle with. Especially the highlights. I really struggle to get highlights in hair to look good. And I don't really know how to change that. Because like, this doesn't look good, and I don't know why it doesn't look good. I don't know what I could do to make this look good, and I don't know why it doesn't look good, if you see what I mean. I don't know what I'm doing that makes this look bad. Because it doesn't look good, and I don't know why. Just have another shot about shading? Yeah, I don't know why this just doesn't look good, and I don't know what I'm doing that makes it look bad. It's like, I don't like this like, scribble shape. I don't like it at all. I much prefer these like blockier shapes. They don't look good, and I don't know what I'm doing that would make them. I don't know what to do to make these look better. It's kind of the thing. It's a little better, I guess. Yeah, I can't really watch the shorts that you're sending me while I'm streaming. I will have to pick them up later. Because I don't want to, like, interrupt the stream to watch YouTube shorts. But I appreciate you sending me the stuff, because I can check those out later, and that might help me improve. Nick there. I think that's a little better. I don't like it, though, and I don't know why I don't like it. This is really frustrating. I don't know what it is about this that I don't like. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. No, that's rotation. I don't want that. Well. I just don't know what it is that I don't like about this. If anyone has any ideas, you're welcome to present them. Because I don't know what it is. It just doesn't look like highlights to me, I guess. It just looks like there's like shapes on the hair. It doesn't look like a highlight, and I don't really know why. Let me try... Why is this... Hold on. The hecky. Oh no. Make this a little bit taller, see if that helps. Also, I have to like readjust the rotation and stuff. But... See if being things a little taller helps. It very much does not. Okay. I don't really know. I just don't know what is feeling off about this. So let me bump up the effect here, and then we'll get a soft brush and just kind of Maybe because you're going with more detail with the shading, which contrasts the shape language of the highlights and the hair and jet. Maybe, but like I don't feel like this is particularly detailed shading. This doesn't feel particularly detailed. I just no matter what I do, it just doesn't look like a highlight, and I don't know why. I mean, this doesn't feel like it's particularly detailed. I don't know why it is. I always struggle with hair highlights, specifically hair highlights. Let me try something here. Let me make a new layer. But underneath this one, I'm gonna make another airflow layer. The bang ends of the hair are blocky, the highlights are blocky, the shading on the hair is emphasizing strands. Like, I guess, but like without the highlights, that doesn't look terrible. Like, that looks fine. It's just when the highlights are added, they just look really weird. And I don't know why that is. Okay, I've got an idea. I'm gonna try something. I have the highlights to not be a straight line curve slightly. I'm trying that, but it's like, it's not really working. So I'm trying to like curve, I'm trying to like get this curve like that, because it is fairly flat visually. No, like the comments are helpful, don't get me wrong. I'm just not really sure how to approach this, is kind of the thing. Up a little bit, because like I have an idea and I want to try and test it out. That's all too much. I need this to be even bigger. I need like a huge little like. This is so. No, I want you to be quite intense. There we go. Okay, and then we can use this to kind of bring that back down. So we get this kind of gradient like that. Almost like a glow. And then we can kind of use that to soften the highlights a little bit and give them a little bit of a glow to them. Maybe that'll feel better. That does actually look a little better. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit of an improvement. I think if I just kind of... like that. That's starting to feel a little better. I'm struggling with this quite a lot, actually. I really struggle with this particular thing. Turn those back up a little and kind of fade them out at the edges. Just having a little glow underneath it, I think, is helping a bit. Delete that one. I don't like that one. Yeah, I think that is helping it a little bit. No, not that. I wanna... No, go away. boy, I'll choose this one. Choose this one. Just a little bit taller. Ate too much pizza already? That was quick. You eat very fast? Okay, I did once eat an entire, like, 12-inch pizza in 5 minutes. Once. I never repeated that mistake. Okay, I think having the little glow underneath is helping quite a lot, actually. You didn't eat all of it? Ah, I see. And now I can kind of also use this to kind of build up some of the other areas that need some highlights. With a little extra gap. You ate 4 slices, but with that style of pizza, it's a lot. Yeah, I will trim some of this, like, highlighting out in a minute, but I just want to kind of get a sense for even there. I just get some fade that out at the back there. Let's see. A little bit here. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. Thank you for the follow. You're now an accomplice to my crimes. Congratulations. Welcome in. We're just doing some well sketching. I'm not very good at it, but we're doing it. I'm practicing because I need it. I want to be better at drawing, and I am not currently, so I'm working on doing that. That. More. Some. Like, do that to get the shape, and then we'll kind of blend that out so it's quite subtle. Yeah. And try it again. Because I kind of accidentally deleted all of it, and that wasn't what I intended. There we go. Right, that's a little better. It's not perfect, but it's a slight improvement. I just want a little bit of kind of, yeah, honestly. This is a really subtle amount. There we go. That'll do for now. I will eventually get better at doing. Eventually get better at drawing, but I need to practice to do that. Okay, let's take a look at these face shadows, because I want to try and add just a little bit more detailing in that. Because I think you were right earlier when you were saying that the reason the eyes look weird. This looks pretty good. Takes time and effort to get super good. Yeah. Need to just like a little bit of. If that helps. Nope, that just makes it look tired. It just makes her look very, very tired. That makes her look like she's been punched in the face. Got like red. Must be careful just adding shading there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little like a little depth to the eyes because they just look kind of not quite good right now. that kind of works a little bit. It still feel a little, like, stuck onto the face. I think what I actually want to do is, I want to actually, like, pull this right down and just kind of, not quite that far. Add a little bit around here. Just to, like, blend that in a little bit. That feels a little better. Go down here too. Like, it's not much. A little bit to, like, blend the guys into the face a bit more. That feels a bit better. Not a lot, but a bit. Okay, let's see if we can get some, like, face shadows in here now. Highlights, even. This is not gonna be much. This is gonna be just, like, a little bit on the nose. Not quite that much. On the lips, maybe. Maybe saying they can't be fixed super well at this point, but they're gonna full rebuild up with the face, things to keep in mind for the future. Yeah, like, I'm not expecting every drawing I do to be the most incredible thing I've ever done. I just want to, like, spend some time, figure out what works, figure out what doesn't, and slowly, like, build up a skill set, is my idea. The idea anyway. Finish the last fades out in living memory. Ah, did those yesterday. Let's see. I've got a soft brush somewhere. No, I don't think I do actually. I don't really have a good soft brush. I have a good soft. That one's good. Decent. Turn this way down because this will, like, bring out the cheek a little bit. Maybe put it on the red to make it look nicer. You get Hot Bum Mom card? Yeah, you do. That is a thing that happens. Okay, let's actually add another layer just to get some blush in here because he's looking a little pale. Let's see. Soft light overlay maybe? No, we'll just start collarbone for you. Collarbone, and multiply. And then I'll just actually, I'm gonna just blur this a little bit. Where's my blur? Blur. Give me that lovely big Gaussian blur, please. There we go. Why? Why have I been chibied? Why do you do this? I can't believe you've done this. Out of obligation? What obligation? What obligation could possibly force you to chibi me like this? Was it necessary evil for the good of all? What? Your obligation to chibi jail me? Oh, I see. I see. I understand now. It all makes sense. No, actually it doesn't. Forever your amusement? I see. I understand. You're so cruel to me. You're so cruel to me. Alright. I guess we should get eye highlights, huh? Maybe I can, like, make the eyes look a little better with this. Maybe. Big maybe. It's not coming out underneath the, like, eye shadows. Oh, because it's not how that should be. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Like, obviously this doesn't look good, but I will work it out somehow. Yeah, this is just that little gradient, and that's really nice, actually. Here's my eyeshadows, because actually I kind of do want to very gently pull this down a bit. Not a lot, not as much as that. Maybe just a little bit less than that. Quite subtly, just need some shading in there. That'll feel a little bit better. Okay. Back to the highlights. We're doing this to get rid of the stuff that's outside the eyes here. Do the same on this side. Then we use our softer rays to just kind of lower the intensity of that glow like that. That, yeah, that actually does look better. But I do need another layer. I need a kind of like, what do I want? Odd light maybe? It's like retoning, I think is what I need. I'm gonna make this a little bit more orange. Gently kind of darken it back out. Yeah. Right, and then we can get some actual, like, proper highlights in afterwards. Oh, I'm not chibi anymore. Hooray! I'm no longer chibi. I've been freed. I just do want a harder brush here. I get there. Pupils in there. I'm not great at eyes either. I need to practice them. I don't really know how to approach them. And I shine back in. Here and here. I also have one over here, I guess. Little one. Contrast is a bit much there, so it's... Pull this down a bit. Pull this back up. There we go. Maybe 3-tone. Itchy nose. I do want to have a little bit more orange down the bottom, but not a huge amount. It's so muddy. Why is my photo so muddy? Color dodge? No, it does need to actually like darken it a little bit. But not... I think hard light is the way to go, because I quite like how that looks, but I think I need another layer just below this. To kind of just like redden up this bottom bit a little bit. They're a bit too yellow right now. Quite literally, I just want to kind of do that. And then pull this all the way down. So I've got like basically a slider for how red that yellow bit at the bottom is, just to make it a little bit more orange. I think we end up with something quite nice there. I quite like that. Yeah. I think we need to add a bit more to the shine here. Yeah, this should be on top of the line art. There we go. It's very cool when a person you follow and like reposts something you say or some sort. Right until you notice the typo. Glad someone else seems to know. No one else seems to notice. Yeah, that's happened to me a few times. Just the horrifying typo. I always want to go back and like delete and fix things, but then you know the typo. Okay, I think that is good on the eyes. What has happened? Why is that complaining? Okay. I think we're good on the eyes for now. Right, let's take a look at the chest plate, because the chest plate scares me a little bit. This is the main reason that I put this off today, because doing metal shading is something that scares me quite a lot, actually. I think what I want is actually just like this shape here. And then we're going to just carefully cut this out with a hard eraser. That. Then we can get a soft eraser. Kind of give it that shape there. You go mess around in Occult Crescent or play something else? You could go mess around in Occult Crescent if you want to. I don't see a problem with that. Occult Crescent is pretty fun. I just get tired of it very quickly. I want to do the same thing here. I might need to do that on a separate layer actually. I kind of want the same thing over here, but I don't want to ruin what I've already got there. A soft eraser, and we're just going to do that a little even more intensely on this side. I think that looks quite nice actually. We've got kind of like that shine going on there, and then I want to do the same thing again down here in exactly the same way. Giving it that little gradient gives it quite a lot of personality, I think. And texture. And soft areas, and we just kind of do that. Pull these up a little, like that, and then we got some nice like shading there. I don't know how good that looks, but I'm happy with it for now. So we'll see. We'll see if people like that. Pull this down that far. This looks alright? Yeah, I quite like it. I think it looks okay. Not Pull this down a little bit since I up here. I'm not amazing at shading metal. Metal is hard. Because you gotta get these like really harsh edges, but it needs to not look weird, right? Right, that's on my shoulders, not the chest plate. On the shoulders. So you wanna like get these like really sharp edges, but they've gotta not look like odd. So like if I do this, I need my hard eraser. It's very difficult to get like these really sharp highlights without them looking strange. I will clean these up in a second. Okay. Now I want to get my soft eraser tool out again. Just going to do something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Welcome in! Thank you for the raid! What a hecky! How are you doing? How was the stream? Ah, Jen!
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Double raid! Welcome in! I'm sorry I can only shout out the first person because there's a cooldown on the shout out. Welcome in! How was your stream? I saw you were playing Chain Together earlier. Thank you so much for the double raid! I hope you're having a good time. You were so good? Awesome. The best? Incredible. I'm glad you had a good time. Thank you for the hydrator rate. I will drink some stuff. And a posture check. I will unshrimp too. Did you make it all the way to the top? That's the real question. Did you make it all the way to the top? You gonna finish it another time? Awesome. There's no save progress redeem, but don't forget to save my work. Thank you for the reminder, actually. I will just rapidly hit Control S right there to save my work. I think it has been a little bit since I saved. Thank you for that reminder. Welcome in, everybody. For those who don't know me, I am Prolo. I am a moon fairy, and I may or may not be convicted of several crimes. I mean, what? No. We're just doing some art. I'm drawing one of my D&D characters. This is Lily. She is a fairy warlock, and her patron is her mother. Yeah, thank you for sending folks over. I really appreciate it. If you need to go and like do some like post-stream care, like snacks, rest, food, drink, whatever you need, please feel free to do so. But thank you very much for sending people over. I appreciate it a lot. Eh. I want this to be like super intense. Put a little highlight there. There we go, that should work. A little bit of detailing. Alright, I think having done that, I'm kind of ready to move on to some of the other armor pieces. Just working on highlights right now. Let's see, let's try the circlet. I'm trying to get better at naming my layers, because I keep forgetting to do it, and then I don't remember where anything is. What about that button? That's helped a lot actually in the sheets there. This one's going to be the fun bit. This little gem, which needs like a really bright highlights, like all the way through it. Actually means I need this on a separate layer. Not two separate layers. I don't need two, I just need the one. There we go. Yeah, that's got it. I could actually erase some of that now. Yeah, that's about it. There we go. That was good. Yeah, okay. Next one. Next bit. Let's do the shoulder pads, I guess. Pauldrons. Pauldrons. Highlights. Okay. So, bigger. Don't do this too. I kind of want to do this. Or I got a plan. So we're gonna. Soft erase it, so I guess this really nice, like, shine to it. You know what I mean? Let me just, like, add that one here, and then we'll soft erase that too. A little, like, trim there. A little bit of a highlight up here, I think. This is so warranted. Yeah, okay. Actually, I want a little bit of highlight along there, like that. I need to do that on a separate layer. Okay. So we can get this nice, like, trim across there, and it's not gonna interrupt the other nice highlight I've got. A subtle one, but I do like it. Let's add some highlights here now. That, and then we'll also do a bit like that. Like this. Okay. Then we do some soft erase. No, we don't want to pull it down at all. Okay, cool. Then the last one on this side. Same deal as before. We'll just kind of bring it up and then bring it back down. Okay, cool. So that's a little bit of texture to it. Oh right, that's the goal of the pauldrons. That's why it's not working. These are the pauldrons. So I kind of want like a big circle on this, like this. So then I can soft brush it and make it kind of really nice, actually. This really nice, like, shine, and then we'll just step that up a level. Yeah! These are quite a lot of depth. I'm gonna grab into the second highlights, and then we can do some stuff there. So while I was taking a little break, I mentioned it at the start of stream, but while I was like taking a little break from streaming because I needed to like pay attention to my health a little bit more. While I was taking a little break, I played quite a bit of Rabbit and Steel, which if you don't know Rabbit and Steel, it's quite a fun little roguelike, which is basically based on It's like what happens if you take Final Fantasy XIV's Savage rating, and then you mash that with a Toho game and slap it into a roguelike. It's a very, very strange little combination, and it works quite well. I like it quite a lot. It's not a perfect game. I have my criticisms of it, but I do like it. And it gets pretty hard. I did a lot of little like practice runs in it, and I actually managed to finally get all of the special color palettes. So like when you play Rabbit and Steel, you pick a character at the start which controls like your moveset and like what abilities you can get. And there's quite a few options. And if you play through it enough in hard mode, if you play through on a particular character in hard mode, and you complete a run in hard mode, then you unlock a special color palette for that character. You also get them for doing it on Lunar mode, which is nonsense, and I have not even got close to finishing a run on Lunar mode. But details. Belt. Where's the belt? Belt. Here we go. But you get a special color palette for beating a run with a particular character on hard mode. And I got my last one while I was on break. I have completed the game on hard mode with every character now. I also managed to do a run in normal mode without taking damage, which took a while. It's a fun game. It's hard. It's really, really hard, actually. But it is very fun, and I like it a lot. Yeah, just thought that was neat. It's a cool little game. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a new roguelike play. It's a good little roguelike. Okay. Pull that down a little bit. Okay. Cool. Next up is skirt armor. No. That's not the one I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Skirt armor shadows. There we go. Yes. Let's get some highlights on these. Okay, so I think what I want for this, I need to clip to the layer, and I think what I want for this is I actually want like a, I want like a, I need to get that, but I'll sort them out in a second. And then up. Soft. Mix that back up a little. Yeah. We can do a similar thing with the second set of shadows. Highlights even. And flips to layer. Yeah. Anyone else been playing anything good lately? Playing any cool games lately? There's a few I've been thinking about picking up. I've been thinking about picking up Dark Souls 2. Because I've never played Dark Souls 2. And I know it's kind of like the dark horse of the Dark Souls series, but I'm curious about it. And I kind of want to give it a go. Just because I'm curious, and I want to try and do a run of Dark Souls 2. I might give it a go and do it on stream. Because I do love me some Dark Souls. You would play Dark Souls 2 again just for me? I kind of am thinking I might want to run it solo on stream and see how people see if people like that. Because I usually play Dark Souls games co-op. Just because I have fun that way. But I don't dislike them as solo experiences. It's not like I dislike it. Now, let's go for the gauntlets. Alright, we need a little smaller brush here. I don't want to just get like a... It's effectively a line across this edge here. In fact, I probably shouldn't do that yet. What I'll do actually first is we'll do a little scribble here. A little highlightiness. I need a hard eraser. We're going to go on the leather for now. We'll do leather later. We'll do that. Erase that. And then we can do a kind of soft erase. Of that to kind of get the shape going. You'd have to strap me to a chair to make me play that game again, but I'd enjoy it for me. Well, that's really sweet of you. That is very sweet of you. That's the kind of shape I'm looking for now. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that quite a lot. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit, but I like having that little like white line there. It gives it just a little extra nap. Alright, we're going to do this one now. This is going to be tough. Let's see. I think actually we just want to kind of do that and give it like a little line there like that. Give it like, yeah, because it like makes it look like you've got a little like depth there. Yeah, I think what I want is something like this. And then we soft erase off the end here like that. As for the fingers, I think we do something similar. Do something like this. A smaller soft erase and just kind of take out the shadows there. I think that will just kind of work. Yeah, it kind of works. Well enough. Okay, next. Let's do the sword. Why not? And blow. Nope, not that one. That one. Shouldn't delay it. Something like that. And then we can come out with a small soft arrays. That. And pull it down a little. That's already looking good. So now we're just going to soft arrange out that. That. Yeah, we kind of want to follow this contour like that, I think. I'll delete this in a second. Then I want to get hard erase to get rid of this bit. It's a whole different thing. Okay, that looks nice. And then as for the sword, the actual blade, I think I want to just do something like this. And then I can cut out from the shadows. Okay. Do a very gentle soft erase. Give it a little. Yeah, like that. Just a little curve like that. Okay. Now what I want to do is I actually want to draw a line. I need the line tool. Where's the line tool? Yeah. Straight line. Not quite that thick. Make it like 2 or 3 pixels thick. Yeah. You want to draw a straight line all the way to the end like that. Like that. I think that works. I think that looks nice. I like that a lot. Okay. I think this needs to all work. We just need to get this little like... like the smooth brush. If we just work into that a little bit, and then anyway hard erasing here. And give that a cut off like that. I think that will work. Yeah, okay. So you don't cut that off just a little bit early like that. Okay. Cool. Shield! I need the shield. Shield is not too difficult, honestly. A really big brush. That, and then we're just gonna explodes? Hells yeah. What are you exploding about? Anything good? Or just kind of a casual explosion? Just to do it? Awesome. You do you, friend. You do what makes you happy. And if that's exploding, well, be my guest. That's the wrong tool. I want this tool. Like a knot. There we go. Okay. Okay, we still need to do the boots. Let's do the boots. The greaves. Where are they? In here somewhere. Oh, they're right at the top. Okay, cool. All right. I'm not sure why I was expecting this to not take me too long. It's already taken me 2 hours. I'm not even done. For some reason, I was expecting this to be done in like half an hour. Even though I knew it was going to be a lot of work. What I want to do is just kind of like this. And then we can kind of work it out with the eraser tool where we actually want the highlights. We're gonna... Oh, the eraser, that's the one. Let's see. Oh, not good. Okay. Turn that back up a little and we can start working with the soft razor. Okay, I quite like that. And I think if we get second greaves highlight, we could do like some smaller, this kind of thing. I also want to do some, pull out the shadows as well from this. And not completely, but I want to pull them out a little bit so they're not quite getting the same treatment. Good enough because I can look on the softer thing, that out nice like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's looking quite nice actually. I like that quite a lot. We've got the other greave to do though. Something similar, I think. Oops, I messed up. There we go. So I need a bigger soft eraser than that. I want to soft erase most of this out, I think. We kind of do that, I think. And then we get the second highlights, and we can use that for kind of like the real highlights, I guess. the little like detail highlights. I apologize for the ad that's coming up, by the way. I wish I could turn that off. But I need to have it on if I don't want pre-rolls, and pre-rolls are awful. Yeah, there we go. And I can just kind of trim that a little. And take this one now. That's good, nice. Yeah, quite like that. Okay, we're basically done with the metal, which is nice. So I can move on to the stuff that isn't metal. Let's move on to the let's do the leather, because I've got some like leather bits here and here, just like straps and stuff. So we'll go back to the belt. I wanted to see this. Okay, hold on. Did that get into it? It did not. Perfect. We want to just basically do the same kind of thing, because leather is very similar to metal in a lot of ways. I might just do this in kind of like an orangey color. Could be an ad blow though. Duplicate this layer. And delete that, and then we'll get ourselves the like leather highlight that comes in here. And slowly and gently pop that out, and then we can again soft erase. 100%. I just want to kind of soften that out. Yeah. Just so it adds like a little bit of depth to this. Little that, which is quite nice. I might want to make this a little bit wider actually. That kind of thing. Just need a hard eraser. You're wooing all of our cult crescent? Incredible. That is kind of what you're known for. You are known for your woos. Alright. Let's take a look at the... Let's see the arms first. So, gauntlets. Gauntlets. Glasses? Thank you for the glasses. They do make me look extremely cute. get some like that. And then we'll turn this right down so it's quite subtle. But I think having that there is good. It's having a little hint that these like belts and things have depth to them is really good, I think. It doesn't have to be big, but just having a little bit there is really nice. I want to just like do a gentle bit of soft raise here. Like that. Just a little bit. Okay, now I gotta do boots. Oops. Greaves. Oops, I completely forgot to actually get into the thing. Greaves. Leather highlights. Oh. And this add low. Same as before, we just do a little. We'll trim it full there. Do a little bit of that, and then we do a little bit of like that, a little. One there, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. Yeah, and then we do some soft erase there. Soft erase there. Pull this right down so it's really subtle. I realized that I don't think I set the gauntlet leather highlights add low. I didn't. Did I do it for the belt highlights? I did. Okay, cool. Cool. That looks nice. That looks really nice. I like this quite a lot, actually. Sorry, I had to drink my tea. Okay, let's take a look at the skirt, because I think that one's going to be interesting. Flow. Let's see. It's always good to do a bit of sieving. What I want for this is like something kind of like that, honestly. Nothing huge. It's like adding a little to the areas where there's already light. Do you know what I mean? Alright, let's trim this down. Trim like that. I think we'll do it. And then here, I kind of want to just soften this end up. Maybe not actually. I can just pull this down a little. This should be pretty subtle. It's not metal, so it shouldn't be like super harsh or anything. We can just kind of soft erase off this. And then turn that up. Not quite that far. That. That'll make it nice. Quite far down. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Just gives a little bit of extra depth for the skirt there. A little bit of extra depth. Okay. And then we do the same for the arms and legs. I don't think the wings really need it, but I can give it a look. Arms. Okay, this should be... Did I change the... I did change something out of flow, didn't I? Skirt highlights, yes. Okay. Arms highlights, here we go. See here, I think I do just want kind of like the same thing as on the skirt, just like a... like that. What I want is actually in two pieces like that, so there's like a little bend in the middle, just a very slight one. Yeah, there we go. Get a hard erase here. And I can just kind of... a little hard erase where the belts are. And we pull this all the way down. All the way down. Quite subtle. Get our soft erase, and we just soft erase that. I think that looks nice. Again, it's just for adding a little bit of depth when there wasn't one before. Okay, and we do a little bit here. Same deal. A little strip there, a little strip, really thin strip. Over here like this. And then we just kind of do the same deal. Gently kind of erasing out what we're not using. Okay, cool. That's nice. And we're gonna do one for the legs too. Where's my legs? Where's my legs? There they are. Let's highlight this. Add glow. A lot there, like that. Not really any down here. I don't think it needs it down there. I think it needs like this. Okay. And then a soft erase. Bigger one than that. Just kind of gentle out towards the greaves like that. And then this comes right down. All the way down. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess we can give the wings a try. I'm not sure how they'd really look with some highlights, but I'll give it a go. Where are my wings? Wings! I guess what the wings would have is like, if I just kind of do a color across the whole thing. Thank you for the hydratorade. I didn't finish my tea, so I guess I'll drink some water. There we go. Hydratorade. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I want to basically color over the entire wings with white. And then if I pull that down, so like barely transparent, there we go. And then I like just gently bring them back up like this. Get this kind of sheen to them, which is quite nice actually. I quite like that. Okay. But I also want to see what I can do with this little like... Let's see. Okay. Let's see what this is like. Oh, okay. So let's try that. No. That's nice. That's quite nice. Let's turn up the particle size a little bit, not quite that much. A little bit more than that, so we'll turn down the density. I have an idea for this, so what I want to do is I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, so that changes the particle size like that. Okay, without... Turning down density doesn't sound like me. Turn down density a lot. And brush size down, particle size up. Particle size down. I'm just getting some like sparklings in here. Just gonna add below those and then turn them all the way down. So they're just like little sparklies. Yeah, little sparklies. Okay, I think we might be done with this piece. I'm liking how this looks. I'm liking how this looks a lot. Okay, I'm gonna get like a little background or something on this, and I think we may be good. Okay. So what I often do for this is I will duplicate all the layers. Merge all these layers, so we've now got one that's just the entire thing. Then we... where's color correction? Where is it? Tone correction, hue, saturation, luminosity. And we can just turn this like black and white effectively. So we'll make it pure white. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I'm wanting to do. What am I doing? I want to just like... I think this is what... No, what am I doing? I'm forgetting how to do what I'm wanting to do. Let's see. I will... Saturation, luminosity. Pull the luminosity all the way up. Pull the saturation all the way down. Okay. This then moves all the way to the bottom. Which is going to take a while, but it's okay. We scroll all the way down. Okay. And then I just... start like... like way to like extend the edges on this so I can like I know I used to know how to do this. I don't remember how to do it. I don't remember how to do it. That doesn't matter. We'll forgo that. We'll delete this line. We'll not do that. Let's just add a background. Like a nice little gradient. Let's get a nice little gradient in here. Okay. We'll see. Some kind of night sky would be quite nice. I don't like these colors, so we'll pick some different ones. Why did that do that? Okay, well, we'll pick some different ones. We'll get some, like... We'll get, like, some like, really dark blue here. Really dark, saturated blue. And then we'll come into a nice, like, less saturated blue here. And then we'll, like, bring this up into, like, a like, paler blue. And then we can bring that up into a nice, like, bright sky blue. If it will let me add a new one in. How do I add a new thing? I've not really used the gradient system for that before. Can I add? There we go. Okay, so I can just kind of Okay, there we go. No, I don't. It's not what I. Delete layer. Okay, we need to get back to this kind of like nice. Kind of. Delete that. Okay. Add layer. This way around. I'm not sure I like the dark colors there. Let's try something different. What I do want to do is I want to move all of this slightly over to the left. It's a little bit weighted to the right now. Just move the whole thing over to the left there. There we go. Just a little bit more central now. Let's see. I do like the kind of like blues here, but I want them to be a little bit. I want to be a little bit deeper. So let's no, don't what? No, stop! I don't understand how this tool works. I'll put a subtle gradient, honestly, so maybe just use something like that to get that kind of more subtle gradient. I don't understand this tool. This tool is weird. I actually think what I want to do is get a kind of really soft brush and just slightly darken around her. Not a lot. Like this is just really rough, and I'm gonna just like blur this out in a minute. But I just want to get this like subtle like shadow around her like this, just like almost like a drop shadow. And I just want to like massively Gaussian blur this. That did nothing. Why did that do nothing? Why is this doing nothing? Why is my Gaussian blur not working? Okay, it's trying to do. Why is the Gaussian blur not working? It's not doing anything. It's like genuinely doing nothing. Huh. That's so weird. Why is it doing nothing? Okay, it's giving me like a progress bar now. It's saying it's doing something. And then nothing happens. What the heck? I mean, I want it to be incredibly subtle, but like, I want it to be like blurred too. So like, I don't know why the Gaussian blur's not working. I guess we'll just kind of have to do it manually, I guess. Okay, something like that. I kind of want to like fiddle with this a little bit more. Where's my tonal correction? That's not what I want. Let's see. Hue saturation. I want it to just come down a little bit. Okay, and then we can also do a brightness contrast. Just like up the contrast slightly and bump the brightness a little bit. guess? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I just want it to be like a little bit darker in the corner, I guess. I want like a visionette. So I guess what I can do is we add another layer like this. Do something like that. Then I can get like a double gradient going on. Maybe if I do something like that. And then I just do a multiply and then like turn this down. We can get like this darker shade coming in on the left there. So what if I do it like that? This. And have that on a multiply. Turned way down. Yeah, okay, I quite like that. I'm just trying to like do the background now. I'm really not sure where I'm going with this. And I might... No. What? No. I want to add a new layer. I might just, like... Just like gently add some, like, stars in here. Becky, welcome in! Turn that way down. I'm gonna add glow. Do you have me on Steam? I think so? I'd be surprised if you didn't. I think you have me on Steam. That's okay. I'm gonna get my logo in here because I like having my little logo in the corner. There we go. Oops. Accidentally minimized OBS somehow. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put some little text on here because I want to put her name in here. Because I think that would be nice. No, I don't want that. That will do. This is much too small. This is Captain Lily. That's her name. That is her name. Can I bump up the size of this? Yes. Can I get like a drop shadow on this somehow? I don't know. Is there a way to drop shadow stuff in Clip Studio? I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to drop shadow on this. Maybe I just have to kind of... If I just duplicate this layer. We do it as a multiply, and it's... How do I change the color? How do I change the color? There we go. And then we can kind of do that. But can I like blur this? Wait, where did it go? There it is. Oh, I accidentally deleted it. That's why. Check Steam? Did you buy me something? Hold on. Hold on. Steam takes a while to load. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Got friend requests. What did you do, Reki? What is it? Why is Steam not doing my things? Steam is being weird. Steam is being weird. I don't see anything on Steam. I don't see anything on Steam, I'm sorry. Give it a minute? Okay, I will give it a minute and then... Wait, it'll give me a thing. Did it give me a thing? I don't know. No, I think that's just random people trying to be friends with me, who I don't know. Okay. Bite it? I could bite it. I could bite Steam. I bet I could bite Steam. I had like a filter layer. I forget how to do that. Is there like a way to do like an effect layer? Is there a way to do effect layers? I don't remember. I don't remember. I wanna blur the text, but maybe I have to rasterize it first. I do not know how to. I'm not the most familiar with Clip Studio. I want to blur the text, and I don't know how to do that. I don't even know if I can do that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. What is it doing? Okay, hold on. How do I do? How do I do this? How do I blur text? I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up how I blur text in Clip Studio. Give me a second. Clip Studio blur. Select a layer on the layer palette. What does that mean? How do I do? I don't understand. It looks like people are saying you just have to rasterize it first, so I guess I'll do that. How do I do that? Rasterize. And then I should be able to blur it with a Gaussian blur. There we go. There we go. Now I can kind of put that under there and it looks okay. There we go. This is Captain Lily of Philosophy. That is her name. Oops. Can't do that. Wait. Did I move her again? I think it moved her back to the right again. So, no. I need to move her over to the left. Am I losing my voice again? That's been happening to me a lot lately. I feel like I'm losing my voice again. Okay. Let me check Steam again, just to be sure. Because I feel like it should have come through if there was something coming through. But I don't see anything. Oh, it says I received a gift. Becky, that's too nice. Ricky! Hold on. Ricky! Why? That's too nice. Ricky has gifted me Liza P. That's so nice of you. Melon! Thank you for the melon. Ricky, that's really nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Melon! Yeah, melon. It's a melon. A melon on my melon. Get love, nerd? Thank you. I appreciate it. I have been gifted Liza P. The Pinocchio Souls-like. With the twink. I have been gifted the Twinkie Souls-like. Thank you, Ricky. You are a bean. A frame 1 purchase? I have been debating playing Liza P for a while. I have been wanting to. Because I do love my Souls-likes. Alright, let me save this as a PNG. I have heard it is good. Okay. Let me move the little hand out of the way there. I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, I want to save in this format. It's fine. I'm pretty happy with this. It's not the perfect... It's not the most perfect thing. I just noticed a thing that isn't gonna annoy me if I don't deal with it, so, I'll deal with it. Here we go. Save the PNG. And I also need to save again. Because I need to save the Clip Studio format. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. I like this. It's not the greatest piece of art ever, but nothing I ever do is. I am improving, I think, and that's the important thing. I'm reasonably happy with this. It gets across the idea of who the character is. Not perfect is fine. Yeah, I agree. Not perfect is fine. I think when it comes to something like learning to do art, perfection is like your enemy, right? Because if you're constantly chasing perfect, you're never gonna get nothing that looks good. You're never gonna finish anything. At some point, you just have to say, "Yep, I'm done with this one. I want to move on with something else." Yeah, and I think I'm happy with this. This is why you cannot art. Yeah, it's a problem. It's one of the reasons I couldn't art for the longest time. But I've started to care less about being perfect and more about wanting to learn and improve. And I think I'm getting better. I'm doing better. I want to learn to do more. Yeah, but I'm quite happy with this one. It's... like, I can see a lot of problems with the proportions. Like, the arms are way too thin. The other face shape is a little weird. But I like it. And I wanted to, like, draw this character because this character has no art currently. Well, or didn't until I drew this one. Just, like, edits and things that I'd made to get an idea of who the character is. So I like having an actual, like, properly complete piece of art of her. She's a character I like a lot. And yeah. She's a more complex character than I initially had planned. She was meant to be more initially like more a contrast to her sister, who is a very hot-headed, spur of the moment, sailor-mouthed mechanic, effectively. And she was meant to be like a very straight-laced counterpart to her. They kind of still are that, but they have a lot in common too. I think they're really nice. They make a really nice pair, those two. And I'm happy I finally have some art of Lily here. Even if it's not perfect. Yeah. Alright. I have a little idea for what I might do now. But I have to see what the process involves, because what I might do is I might see about signing up for Art Fight. But I don't know if I can do that on stream. Because Art Fight has looked really, really fun, and I want to draw more. So I'm going to just take a quick look at what the process involves for signing up. Okay, I have to pull in like my username and birthday and things. I'm not doing that on stream. Okay. I am not doing that on stream. I will sign up for Art Fight after stream, and I will start doing that. So I'm gonna pull us back towards the chatting bit for a little bit, and then we can wind down a little while we yap a little. I'm glad I got this art piece finished. It took a bit longer than I expected. Yay, pats! Yeah, give it the pats. It took a bit longer than I expected. I expected it to be done in like half an hour, and then no, that's not why. I expected it to be done in like half an hour, and then have to find something else to do. But it's like almost 3 hours, like 2.5 hours ish. I'm okay with that. It's a little shorter stream, but I'm alright with it being like 2.5 hours. I'm trying not to push myself too far. Especially with how hot it's been lately. It's been really hard to sit here and actually do these streams. Just because it's so hot. And I don't really have a good way of cooling down. The only ways I can cool down in here are like opening the door, which I can't do right now because my allergies are getting really bad today. And like with little fans. I can't, like, I don't have like proper air conditioning or anything. And this place heats up really quickly. So hopefully it'll cool down a little bit, and I can be a little bit more, I can do longer streams. But it might not. We'll see. I definitely want to get back to doing 3 a week, because I have been lacking, I've been slacking. I've been lacking streams. I want to get streams more. I want to do more streams. I like streaming. It's fun, and I like hanging out with you all. I like to hang out. Apparently my voice is shot though. I don't know why. It's not like I've been using it much. Yeah. I want to get back to Xenoblade next week. Just took a lot of that to do. I wanna maybe look at doing a Dark Souls 2 run. I have plans for the I am working on plans for the fanfiction stream I promised. And that's probably going to be the next one I do of the subathon ones, and then we'll probably work on the Ocarina of Time blindfolded one. I have plans for that, but it needs some additional setup stuff. Because I gotta like work out a setup where I can still see chat but not the game, and like I want to actually get like proper recordings of that, like the raw footage too, because I might make a video out of that one. We'll see. There has been progress on the merch drop. I've been making progress on the merch drop. That's exciting. So looking forward to that. I don't know when that's happening yet, but progress is being made. Yeah. So it's all good. I'm gonna find us someone to raid into, because I need to get some food, and I know it's been a bit of a shorter one, but I'm actually quite tired. I've been quite tired a lot lately. I'm getting I went to see the doctor about it, and I need to get a blood test to make sure I'm not, like, there's not, like, something seriously wrong with me. or to like test for different types of anemia and stuff. So I'm getting that looked at, but I'm quite tired right now. So I'm gonna find us a good friendo to jump on into. Let's see. Which friendos are streaming? Vampire? I could be a vampire. That is correct. I could be a vampire. That is a possibility. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Okay, so there's a few good friendos who are streaming right now. And I would appreciate it if you would stick around for the raids, because it does help me, it helps my friendos, and it is nice. And you get bonuses for it, so let's see, who should we throw things over to right now? Let's see. Oh, there's so many good people streaming right now. Tell you what, there's a good friendo doing some art for charity. So let's throw people over to Fusion. Fusion is a good friendo. And I would really appreciate it if you stuck around for the raid. Go say hi to Fusion. Fusion is very, very lovely. She is wonderful. And does a lot of cool art. Go say hi. She's doing some charity stuff. I'm gonna go get some food and maybe nap. I don't know. I'm suddenly really tired. This is fun. I've really enjoyed doing more art stuff. I want to do more next week. I'm probably gonna do more next week. I want to do more art, and I might sign up for Art Fight. We'll see. If I do, we'll be doing Art Fight stuff next week. If I don't, we'll just be drawing some more steps. All right. I will see you all next week. I will try and get my schedule out on the Sundays as normal. Hopefully. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I've had a lovely time, and I will see you all some other time. My brain dying.